Okay, well, here we go with the BaoFeng VX5R. We'll go over some of the basic controls right now. At the very top here, we have an on, off, and volume knob. So we're all familiar with that. So you just kind of twist it and it will turn on. Over here on the left side, we have the big button on the left here is a push to talk. So whenever you want to talk, you push that button and let go when you're done talking. It's good to push it maybe a second or so before you start talking. And if we go a little lower here, the small button on the left side is a monitor button. So when you just push that, you're going to just hear the signal. And I kind of like to do that to see where my volume is. So if that's a little loud, we can turn it down, or if we turn it up. Occasionally, if maybe you're talking to someone really far away and you have a weak signal, you might just push that and you can hear them. But you shouldn't need to push that too much. So it's kind of a multifunction thing. So you hold it for a couple seconds, it does that monitor, and you hear the sound without the squelch on. But if you just do a quick touch on it, are we getting it there? It does a light. So you got a little flashlight there if you just do a quick press. And if you do another quick press, it'll do a flashy light like that. If you're lost or something, a strobe light, someone can find you maybe at nighttime. Another quick press and that goes off. So the button here on the top is, it's kind of a wild one. So if you just do a quick press, it'll turn it to KLCC.
Hi, this is Steve Inskeep with NPR's Morning Edition.
And I'll do a quick press and get that off again. But if you hold it, it's going to do kind of an emergency function. And I'll hold it again for 2 or 3 seconds. So if you were ever lost or trapped in a building that's collapsed or something like that, that could be a fun thing to have to help people find you. So there's lots of buttons down here, but probably the most important one is the bottom left here with a pound sign. It's also a lock. So when you hold this button for 2 or 3 seconds, it will lock the keyboard. So whatever channel you're on, if you're locked, it doesn't matter if you push these or whatever, you'll just stay on the one channel. So right now we're on Tiara 1 and also Mary's Peak, but we're on Tiara 1 because there's that little dot next to it. So holding this for a few seconds, and then next to the battery symbol, you'll see a little key there. So there, the key is on now, and then I'll hold it for 3 seconds and the key will go off. Am I pushing it right? Okay. Okay, the key's on. Key is off. So that's a pretty important thing. So we have 127 channels programmed in here. So right up here we have Tiara 1 H. So that means Tiara 1 high power. So if we want to go through that, I'll push this up arrow here. And now it says Tiara 1 low. So that's Tiara 1 low power. So you might start talking to somebody on high power and then just maybe switch over to low power. And if you're hearing everybody, that will work great, and that'll use less battery, and it'll also people can't hear you far away then either. Somebody who you don't want to hear you. So just going up and down. So there's Tiara 1 high. You can go up and down. You get to various. There's 9 or more Tiara channels there. We have an AB button right here, and that will switch between the upper and lower frequencies. So we have Tiara there, and then we have Mary's Peak down below. So I'll push that there, and that's Mary's Peak. And that's a ham repeater on Mary's Peak above Corvallis that a lot of, there's an emergency net every night at 7:30. You can listen to that. But you can only transmit on that if you have a ham license. So I'm going to switch back here. So we have the lock. This VHO button here, the big orange button, will change the display from letters to numbers. So right now the display is on, so alpha displays, so letters, so Tiara. So when we push that button, we can see that it's really 462, 700, or 462, whatever. So I'm going to push that and go back to Tiara. So really, you can go up and down the channels. There's this menu, what is it? It's called, menu, and then there's many other functions you can do, but you really can get by without doing that. But the thing you really need to know is the lock down here. So, if you're Tiara 1, if you're on that channel, let me get us back to Tiara 1. So down. I'm just going to push the down arrows till we get to Tiara 1 low, Tiara 1 high. So I'm just going to stay on Tiara 1 high and then push the pound sign button for 3 seconds till we get a little key symbol right next to the battery symbol there. So yeah, so that's a lot of some information to get you started. You can really just turn it on and off whenever you want, and it should just be right where you left it. So if we leave it on Tiara 1, that should be great. I would leave it on the charging cradle just all the time. That should be fine. Have it plugged in. The battery, if the power goes out, the battery should really last a couple days at least, and you can turn it off at night if you're not using it, so it can really last a long time. Let's see, anything else? No, I can't think of anything else right now. Okay, talk to you later. Thanks. Bye now.